Nuke's top 5. Get ready. Get ready.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The Watcher in the Window. Hurst Castle in Hampshire, England was established.
It just had to be titled that, right? The Watcher in the Window? Get me all paranoid. Alright.
In the early 1500s, and over its grim 500-year history, it served as a formidable English military fort. It was also sometimes used as a prison to hold convicts sentenced to death. So it goes without saying that the castle has seen some dark and bloody times. Many visitors claim to have seen ghosts and shadows in its haunted hallways, including the spirit of a long-dead monk. Paranormal investigator Tony Ferguson has explored the haunted Hurst Castle many times, and on each visit...
Do you mind? Wait. Tony Ferguson, huh? Tony Ferguson is also a ghost whisperer? Okay. That kind of threw me off there. You know, obviously the UFC fighter Tony Ferguson. Shit.
Each visit, he seems to capture something more and more terrifying. On this particular visit, Tony brings along fellow investigator Paul Sissel. The two men split up to explore the castle all alone. But for Paul Sissel, it didn't go well.
Bet it didn't. I bet it didn't. Stupid flies.
Paul says that he felt as if he were out of control, possessed by the spirit of some angry entity from the castle. As Tony and Paul continue exploring...
See, I don't know about that. I mean, it could definitely happen, but that easy to stage as well. Just slapping your camera a good one. I mean, I've done it.
say that they feel a strange and very powerful energy in one particular room. A small castle alcove with one creepy little window that seems to open to nothing. On his next visit, Tony comes alone, determined to investigate this tiny little room and see if he catches any paranormal activity. He sets up a camera to record and ends up capturing something horrific.
I don't know if I could do this. I really don't know if I could be a ghost hunter. I don't know if I ever told you the story. I'm going to tell it again, okay? I actually seen a ghost at this Desire Cemetery, a cemetery in Pennsylvania. And I was running down through the cemetery. I was 15 years old. We walked right in the church because the church was open, and the piano started playing it by itself. And then I ran down through the cemetery only to be stopped by a big old shadow behind a tombstone. So I definitely believe in ghosts. I know they're there. You know, it doesn't make it any better watching this type of shit.
Horrific.
Oh, man. Oh, man. No way. Hey, Snoop, quit barking. There ain't nothing there.
When Tony reviews his footage later, he is shocked to see a small dark figure with glowing eyes standing at the window in the small...
Yeah, I hope that's fake, you know what I mean? That's not cool. That's super creepy, man. Super creepy.
Hurst Castle room. Now, you might think that this could simply be a person standing outside the window, but it turns out that would be impossible. You see, behind this window there is only a small gap and then concrete. The area behind this window was completely closed off with bricks and cement long ago. So then the question is, who or what is this? You decide.
Snoop barking like he sees somebody and stuff, and unfortunately there was a suicide in my house. I mean, I don't know. There is noises and stuff, but it's an old house. It's an old house and that, so That could be the explanation, the creaks and cracks and everything. Maybe one of these days I'll take my camera down the basement and see if I see something. I better not, but maybe I will.
On the road. TikTok user Sherman O'Neill worked at a local trucking company in Fort Smith, Arkansas. He says that one night one of the truck drivers captured strange footage on a highway outside of Ada, Oklahoma. Many people, including children, have tragically lost their lives on the two busy highways running through the small town. Sherman and his workmates can be seen watching the dashcam footage from the truck. They are shocked by what they see.
I think the ghost entities, ghosts, whatever you want to call it, makes it even worse and more creepy because it's that more unfortunate. Like a little kid losing her life and now having to be like haunting people. I don't know. Just an uneasy feeling with this.
27 there. Yeah. Let it roll. Come on. Come on, let it roll.
The truck driver barely manages to avoid hitting what seems to be a small child that appears out of thin air. But it gets even creepier, because the driver says that he immediately stopped the large truck on the side of the road after this incident. He looked everywhere for the child. He found nothing. He called...
One of them kids' ghosts. The worst. If you ask me, it's the worst. Imagine cruising and seeing that. No. Nope.
Local police, but again, there were no reports of lost or missing children anywhere in the area. So, is this a ghost caught on camera? Or a completely random, unexplained child on a dark highway in the middle of the night and in the middle of nowhere? Let me know what you think. If you see any video that is creepy,
it's white, so I don't think it's just gonna be any normal child, you know.
Truck on the side of the road after this incident. He looked everywhere for the child.
Pico, ya, dale. Dale, bueno.
Child on a dark highway in the middle of the night and in the middle of nowhere. Let me know what you think. If you see any video that is creepy, strange, or spooky, it doesn't have to be ghosts. Email us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Afraid of the dark. Two teenagers are hanging out when one of them, who's playing a guitar, decides to head off for a bathroom break. The other guy relaxes and waits for his friend to return. But then, something a bit strange.
Esto, amigos, para ustedes es un concierto del Bonini Poronguero, auspiciado por... Auspiciado por Carlitos Ganchero, el más pesquero de los hueones que pesca con gancho a la polola. Ya.
Chucha, qué weá. Da, pico, ya, dale. Dale, bueno. Aguanta, hermano, aguanta. Conche su madre, ya. Ya, weón. Ya, weón, anda, dale. ¡3 litros de agua! Anda para allá, weón. Gato culiao con la chucha, ¿no? Le gusta,
Something seems to hit the guitar strings, but the guy just laughs it off. Then things get truly chilling.
Yeah, how do you know something hits your guitar that's not supposed to be there and just laugh it off? And he calls the other guy silly? Come on, bro.
Weón, por la chucha, weón. Gato, tenéis la media Xbox. ¡La peluda! Conchetumare, ¿qué weón? ¡Gato, weón! ¡Gato! ¡Conchetumare! ¡Gato, weón! ¡Gato, conchetumare! ¡Gato, weón! ¡Weón, conchetumare, weón! Salió una sombra, culiay, weón.
¿A dónde, weón?
Weón, salió una sombra, weón. Weón, en serio, weón. Conchetumare, no estoy ni cagando, ¿no? No, weón, en serio. Weón, se apagó, weón.
Ya, serio, weón.
¿Serio, weón? Chetumare, qué weón. Ya, esta weá no, ya sale con chetumare.
Did you see it?
No.
As the light turns off on its own, a creepy dark figure can be seen walking through the kitchen. The guy filming is absolutely terrified and tries to warn his friend, but the other guy doesn't really seem to believe him. Then a loud bang is heard from the darkness, and they both decide to just get out of there. Now, in the original video, the shape is a bit dark and hard to see, but when the video is enhanced, it looks downright terrifying.
Gato one! Gato! Conchetumare! Gato one!
The figure seems to be clothed all in black, and it almost looks like it has glowing eyes. It just doesn't quite look. But is this a real shadow creature caught on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
I don't know, man.
You decide.
I don't know.
A shadow of doubt. Chuck from the YouTube channel Added Addicts and his friend Justin are exploring an abandoned gold mine in the Sierra Nevada mountains of Northern California. The mine dates all the way back to the early 1900s.
No way Jose there, man. Like, that place should be haunted, right? I don't know.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
A strange shadow thing seems to form and then disappear right in front of him. Now, at the time, Chuck didn't even notice this bizarre shadow. He says that his wife pointed it out to him later when they were reviewing the footage. Chuck can't explain it. He says it's the strangest thing he's ever seen in all his years of exploring caves and mines. The party's over.
Yeah.
Late one night in 2011, 4 friends from Sao Paulo, Brazil are hanging.
Can you imagine just having a party and then get rudely erupted by a ghost? Come on now. Come on now. Let us have our fun, Mr. Ghost.
Out after a party. One of them is showing off his new camera when he spots something truly terrifying.
Aí, fim da festa aí, pessoal. Ó, comprei a câmera nova. Vamos colocar um vídeo no YouTube aí, ó. Ai, que vergonha, meu paizinho. A Josi capotada já, com sono. Aí, Thiago, a câmera que eu comprei nova aí.
Josie's dead.
Vermelhinha e tal. Vocês nem esperaram pra festa aí, né, mano? Meu Deus do céu, que porra é essa, velho? Mano, eu vi uma coisa aqui, Thiago. Tem uma coisa pra aqui, velho. Velho. Tô falando sério, cara. Tô falando sério. Vem aqui comigo, cara. Eu vi uma coisa assim, cara. Tá louco, mano? Maluco. Eu vou voltar a câmera e você vai ver, velho.
The cameraman
Yeah, it didn't look like there was any editing cuts or anything there. That's... It's big time creepy.
freaks out as a sinister pale shape walks through the back of the kitchen.
Not to mention he can't even hold his camera straight. He's shaking with fear. I don't know, man. This one seems pretty real.
Right behind his friend. They check through the back of the house, but no one there. However, the door to the bathroom seems to have mysteriously opened on its own, and the light is turned on inside. 9 years later, the original poster of this video still claims that it is 100% real. But what do you think? Real ghost or real hoax? You decide. As always, thanks for watching. For channel updates and random stuff, follow me on Twitter at NukesTop5.
Follow Nuke as well as following me and hit that like button. And we'll see you next time.